everybody, this is Spirit Medium Laura. So glad that you're joining me this evening. Messages with Medium Laura. I'm going to put right up front how to get a message is basically to email mediumlaura@gmail.com, and in the subject line put your phone number and the desired. So email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com, and in the subject line put your phone number and your desired. The reason I'm saying, hey Missy M, hi. The reason I'm saying it early in the show is because a lot of regulars that have requested a session or a reading message. They're not full readings that we do here. I prefer to work with new people. There's a reason for that, because we need to spread some of the but also people keep calling with the same question. It means that they're not applying what has been said. So I'm going to be a little bit of a nudge tonight. A little bit of a nudge. I'm going to be talking about that, what that means, what it means when a medium is saying things to you, speaking metaphysically, so to speak, about how to take responsibility for your co-creation, and you keep calling every week, asking what to do next, or asking what's going to happen next. You are vibration, F-E-A-R, fear. We don't want to be in fear. We want to evolve to a higher plane, to a place where we are able to achieve what we want. We want to move away from the thinking of disempowerment. Oh, it's happening to me. What's going to happen next? To I realize I'm a co-creator. I have a part of all this too. So that's what I'm here to do. And I'm starting to lose my motivation to do the work lately. And that's a good thing. I'll tell you why. Not because I do, but because the work I'm doing in the metaphysic realm, the manifesting realm, is showing me that I can live the life I desire and that I have power over it. And so I'm moving from one level in my life to another. Each level is good for where you're at that point in time. So moving from one good place to another good place. But I will talk about that in a moment. First, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. There is a website for the show. It is mediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And there are resources for you there. You can join my mailing list, and and you will receive updates on all of the things I do, the mediumship and manifesting, and all these messages I'm constantly getting from you. If you're on our mailing list, you'll get that. You'll be kept apprised of this podcast, if it's happening, not happening, when it's happening. You also can achieve or receive, I call it the free for me. That's free time session. So there's information at Spirit Medium TV about that. And also there's a donation system we have in place. The operant word here is currently, because I have a feeling big changes are on the horizon here. Anyway, donation system. And that donation system, I call it, great little name, the 8. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. So that you can do at Spirit Medium. So that's the housekeeping. Okay, so we're going to do a little focused subject. Oh, it's only not even 5 minutes after. So our focus subject tonight is what I was starting to talk about. I foreshadowed a little bit before, and that is all about mind to matter. No, not that your mind matters. Yes, your mind does matter, but what I mean, focus your more than just your brain, but your mind to create matter in your life. mind does matter because your mind is powerful. Yeah, you out there, each and every one of you. Thank you for that little heart. So what does that mean? It means that every time we're having a negative thought, we are, okay? Every time you have a negative thought, you're creating negative future events. Every time you have a positive thought, and I'm going to take that a couple of steps further, and I am grateful for my life, and fill in the blank, you're creating that in your life. And, you know, I'm just like you know, everybody else. I happen to have been raised around a metaphysical family, so I was lucky in that respect. Introduced to these ideas early in my life. I wasn't introduced to other ideas. I was introduced to this kind of idea that we're creating with our thinking, with our thoughts, with our projection. And so the technique that I'm finding is most powerful for me at this point in time is what I call scripting. And it is a very powerful thing. I call it joy journaling also. Joy journaling. In your joy journal, get a book, call it your joy journal. Okay, and then in your joy journal, journal about what you love in your life, what you want in your life. Now, some of you are so steeped down in not having what you want, it's hard to really get in touch with your heart center. A great thing to do if you can't get in touch, really blocked right now, is to journal on what you don't want. But don't leave it at that. Want, turned inside out, is what you do want. So sometimes you have to start with what you hate. You may be so burdened you can't really focus on anything else other than what's happening that you hate. So the opposite is what you do want. And I have a warning. Once a reading tonight, if you didn't listen to this and you're asking questions from futility, fear, doubt, and sadness, I'm going to call you on it in a nice way, of course. Nobody should be badgered. Nobody should be. But I'm going to call you on it. So just a little word of warning. warning. So, okay. So you can start with what you conjecture what you do want. And once you got an idea of what you think you do want from what you don't want, or just you know already, then start your journal each time you do it, which should be daily, really. Start with, I am so happy and grateful that I now have life, and fill in the blank. And then get creative with that. Take yourself through an actual day in wake up in the morning. I don't have to have an alarm. I don't need an alarm because I have a way to earn money that is in accordance to my nature, for example. I said that a long time ago because my little story in the corporate world, and I tell you, after 5 a.m. Waking up to an alarm clock, and I was so, I vowed to myself that I would never do that again. And even though I've come back to work, in the current work I do now, alarm clock, I get the rest I need. So is that a miracle? Did somebody just fly in the wand and give that to me? No, I had to visualize it. I had to affirm it. I had to claim it. So steps you start saying in your journal, I am so happy and grateful that I don't have to wake up in the morning with an alarm. I wake up now rested. And now I know for today I'm going to do X, Y, Z because these are the things I love to do. Okay. So if we're going to use, we could use the word ideal. It's in the article I now have on my website. Will help you find that on my website. I have the steps, and they are there. You can use. And so this time I used ideal, IDEAL, because the subtitle is Manifesting Your Ideal. I'm going to read off quickly what those steps are, and then I will go to the phone lines. So ideal stands in the article. Okay, so if you don't remember what I'm saying, which is understandable, I'm going fast, go to the article. Spirit Medium is a page on my website. If the article is no longer listed in recent posts, just search for it. There's a search box on my page for manifesting your ideal life. You could search for mind to matter. So I'm just going to go through what these letters process. Well, the I of ideal stands for I am so happy and grateful that. So you're starting with that statement. And as you fill this in, this thing you have in your life, as if you already have it, get specific. Who and why? Answer those questions. The more specific you are, the better this works. Because again, to what happens in your life. Life's not happening to you. You're creating all the time because you are a miracle. You got this thing called a mind, okay? And it's very active. It's okay, so step 2 is the letter D, and that's a day in your ideal life. So once you've got the Y and all those W's answered, then you go into a day in your ideal life. What does it look like? How do you wake up? What you do this day? What happened? Complete the day. And then step 3, which is the third letter of ideal, which stands for emotions. Continue with this description of this ideal day and the situation in your life, this wonderful thing in your life, and put in your emotions around it. Emotions are like gas to an airplane. Emotions are the jet fuel, the thing that the universe uses. So don't forget your emotions, okay? So talk about your emotions, how you feel about this, how happy you are, how thrilled you are. Blah, blah, blah. Next letter of the word ideal is A. This is very, very important. I'm using A in this sense. A is for the word achieving is believing, for the phrase achieving. Look over your goals and achieve that goal. If you can't, if it's too big a nugget for you to swallow, you're choking on it, you're like, I would like to know if it's possible, break it down. Because if you don't feel you can achieve this beautiful, desirable result, you won't have belief behind it. So breaking down your ideal life into manageable, achievable steps is part of the creation process. So A is achieving it. Can you achieve it? And if not, break it down. L of the word ideal, or ideal life, stands for, ooh, this is an important one. It's like once you're done, you have to release it. You release it. And so you just go about your day, you do what you have to do. The next day you'll have time to do your joy journaling. If you don't, maybe you'll have time to take a walk, or maybe you'll have a time to get into more of a meditative state. So at the very least, you can do, I'm so happy and grateful that, and then fill in the blank. Seeing and visioning for yourself and setting intention for your life. Keep doing that every time you have dead time. If you're sitting at a doctor's office, making a commute, you're sitting on a bus, you're waiting in line at the supermarket, wherever it is you are, you have dead time, use the time with the and grateful that, fill in the blank. Make it juicy, make it big, but also achievable. If you're calling me tonight and you're going to be saying things like, Laura, I'm lost, and I'm lost, alone, afraid, I'm going to call you. I'll call you on it. Okay, so let me just see here. We do have Kathy, who's in the queue, and we have somebody who's from a different country. Okay, Donna L. So happy you're watching, love. But I cannot call a foreign country, and I'm the one that has to call you. So I'm going to give you an opportunity when I can get to you, okay? I'll be mentioning that. And I'm going, by the way, the people who like Amy and I'm going to be not going to you first because I want to give other people a chance. So I will be working on, and it's the same thing for you, Penny. You've called in a number of times and similar things, so I'm going to put you towards the end of the show if I can get to you. I'm going to go to new people. So I have a donation. I have who's going to have to call me, and I also have Kathy M. Okay, so those are the three I have. Four. 1, 2. Okay, so anybody else who does want to get in the queue and is new, this is the way to do it. I'm trying to do this backwards, so please forgive me for acting like a dodo. You email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com, and in the subject line, you put your phone number and the desired service. And again, please don't when you're going to get a job, or if you're going to win a lawsuit, or questions like that, because with the normal thing I answer people with, which is, let's talk about creation. In a psychic way, I can see of what you're doing or not doing. But if you keep calling in every week, you keep wanting me every week to answer questions about what happened, I kind of get the impression that whatever I've said, or whatever spirit has said to you through me, headway. So we want to make some headway here, everybody. Please help me. I'm going to go. So first we're going to do a prayer, meditation, energy connection, and I'm going to go to the first person who made a donation. And that person is Brian. We'll be getting to him soon. Okay, everybody, so just sit back and cross your arms and legs. Breathe from your abdomen, allowing yourself to get very relaxed, breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, letting go of any and all tension, relaxing, opening up your hearts. Other side connection. Please call in the soul from the spirit realm for you now. Open to whoever does come in, as spirit has unexpected ways of helping us. The more open we are, the more we're going to get. And the second thing is you continue to breathe from your abdomen. Focus in on exactly what you want from spirit this evening. Asking spirit for help in any realm of your life and focusing on that. Just realized I had a meditation playing in the background. Okay. While you do that, I'm going to invoke the master prayer. I'll be back in a second. Now, on your next exhale of breath, please release into the space around you your energy, and please. Good. So I'm going to be making a call to Brian. Somebody called me. I wonder who that was.
Hello?
Hey, Brian, this is Laura, Spirit Medium Laura. How are you?
I'm doing well, Laura. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, sweetheart. I think you have a question about work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you
Yes,
for
ma'am.
thank you for your donation. It goes in part to help animals. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, honey. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to what was said earlier during the show about matter, creating your ideal life, manifesting your ideal life. Did you have a chance to look at that, love?
I had a late dinner tonight, and then I just got over here and waited for your call. Can I put you on speaker?
Let's try it. Let's see how it works, okay? Because you're
Okay.
oh, by the way, you're public. You know, you're on Facebook Live at the moment.
Oh, that's okay. If you say something, I might jot something down, so I'll have it for later.
What was that, honey?
And so if you say something, I can jot something down, so I'll have it for later to remind me.
Oh, well, this is all being recorded.
Okay, okay.
It's all, I guess, I hope that your range for this can tell you more about how to read the articles and also get the recording. It's on Facebook, Medium Laura, and it's all over there. I do have your email somewhere, so I'll try to send you a link. Okay, let's get started on you and your life. The first thing I need to, and I was telling everybody about this, and that is that we create our life. So there possibly is something negative in your self-speech that's not working for you. And as I say that, I'm going to tune in on you. I just read for you. I could if I wanted to, but I would be doing you a disservice to just say, oh, this great job is coming in a little differently. So I'm going to do that now, Brian, okay? And then we'll go forward.
Yes,
All right. First letter of your last name, please, is?
W.
W, okay. Funny thing is, unexpectedly, I hear in from Spirit that you're not listening to anyone. You've already been told what to do about finding a position, and you know what to do, but you're not listening to advice. Very psychic answer. It's not going. I'm not going in the direction of what I was talking about a moment ago. In other words, they're telling me, your guys, you really. A lot of people have a lot of advice for you. I'm going to tell you what advice is the right advice. Hold on. You have to listen more to your friend who knows a little older than you, is trying to help you with your work and your work life. And for some reason, whether you're not hearing him properly or really not, and what he's telling you to do about going to look for work. Do you know of anyone? Because I'll go deeper to give you more info. Honey?
Oh, well, my friend Tina, but she's not older than me.
Well, maybe she's more experienced, and whatever it is seems to me.
That she is. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she knows what to do. She's a feeling of authority to her, and she knows what. Hearing what she's saying. That's the thing. You're listening, but you're not really incorporating it or digesting it or applying it for your. Where the disconnect is, and then we're going to send you back to the drawing board. She's trying. You listen. I see. A lot of the things that she tells you, it seems really overwhelming to you or too difficult to do. I hear direct contact with potential hires and get on the phone and or go see them or somehow more direct with them. Does that?
Yes, ma'am. She told me to go somewhere and talk to people instead of like filling out, like told me to go different places and talk to people at different places that I've been to.
Well, Spirit is confirming that. Now, you feel funny to do that. You know, it seems like a little overboard as far as you're concerned. And I think you've already done it in the past and we're not well received. What I'm going to tell you, again, we're going to go back to that mind over matter thing where we have to get the mind in the right place so that everything goes. We'll talk a little bit more of the day-to-day. So the mind over matter is, I feel that your confidence level since defeat from the last position that you had, that you held for a long time, and that you got very used to one particular way of environment. Adapting to change is very challenging right now to you, and it makes you feel defeated before you even started. Would you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
It's very, very hard for you. And I'll tell you, Brian, my heart goes out for you. So I can hear, Unfortunately for me, I pick it all up. That's what we do. We psychic types, we feel everything. So Spirit is telling you to not give in to sadness. Just move forward and do some of what you, for example, you may not have to show up at a job site, but you could go to a job fair. You know what I mean about. So there you get more face-to-face contact with people. And also if there's a sort of an open interview where there's going to be a lot of showing up. So anything showing up, anything direct contact, you should jump on it and go for it in a way that you can handle. And then the other, every day, write down, I am so happy and grateful that I now have this fantastic job that pays me very well. Okay, but say what it is, the pay you want. Okay, I have this fantastic amount exactly. It lets me feel useful. I'm very good at it. People love me on the job. All the things you want in this job. Okay?
Okay.
And then put in your ideal day. Continue writing this down. Every day is your ideal day. I wake up in the morning. I get out. I'm really excited to go to work. I have fun at work. I'm well liked. I'm well. It's actually kind of glamorous for me, or whatever it is that you want in your job. I hear the word glamorous. It's exciting for you, and that you in the morning is a pleasure because where you're going to work is really fun, and you will get that job. You just keep doing that over and over and over again. Day in the life, what you want as if you had it. Say gratitude. Are you working in a, wait a minute. There's two things coming in. Do you or building things?
Not construction, no, ma'am.
What are you doing?
I'm good. My hands and things. I've always been good with like taking stuff apart and putting it back together, stuff like that. Building stuff, fixing it, but not like construction or anything like that.
Okay, well, what kind of job are you looking for? Because I feel that just something in going along. That's what I need to say.
I'm really not. It's nothing. Like you said, I've been. You're probably right because I hope for the best, but in the back of my mind, I think the worst. Biggest thing you said about it. So that's. But I haven't been. I've just been trying to find a part-time job to for money. So okay. It wasn't anything specific.
Well, so I want you to do that exercise. I'm going to try to find and send you the links of what I'm talking about. You could read the article then. And I'll also send you a link to what we just did here on Facebook. Then you'll have it, you'll be able to replay this. And so you have to do them, you have to set yourself up not for failure. It's very important. And stop, okay, they tell me, stop beating yourself up so much about loss. You should be excited before they get to you. And that will help bring them to you. You're very forlorn and lost. I'm going to help you, but you're not listening. You're not listening. You're being given good advice, but you're not listening because you're fearful.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I will. I'll start doing it tomorrow.
All right, sweetie. God bless, and I'll send you the stuff later, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's a good guy. Okay, I am now going to go to, well, this is for Donna. I hope, Donna, you're out there somewhere. I'm going to give you a chance to call me, okay? Now, I find you. Donna. Let's see if I can find you here. I wonder if you're here. Okay, this is the number to call me at from a foreign country. It's United States country code. Then I think it's 01. Oh, I have it actually. I have it written down on the site. Hold on. 001 954 465 7338. Let's see if we get anybody to call me. If not, I will move on. I would move on to Kathy M, but she said she has to go. Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate that. Some people have already left. Okay, well, I'm going to go then. Since I can't get Kathy, I think she's already, well, maybe she is on the phone. Maybe she had to just get off of Facebook. And I'm going to try her. And if I can't get Kathy, then I go to another reading newbie, and then I go back to the people that are perhaps Penny if she's still there, but definitely Nathaniel and Amy. I'm trying Kathy M right now. Answer, try. Best laid plans have everybody, right? Trying to do the round. All right. She's probably had to go. She said she had to go. All right. Kayla B, who is a reading newbie. Ooh. Okay, Kayla, let's see if we could get you. See if we can get Kayla. Kayla, is that you?
Yes.
Hi, this is Laura, Spirit Medium Laura. How you doing?
Good.
Thank you so much for participating. You're the first person second person I've gotten through to this evening. And you put down to Spirit, messages from Spirit. Does that mean you want me to make a connection to a soul that you love that's in the spirit realm, or are you working on your own life?
If anybody would come through, that would be great.
Okay, let's see what we get, Kayla. A mother presence for you. And I'm going to ask you to just say, as I go along, just kind of validate, but since you're a reading newbie, you haven't had this done before, you're not really sure. So when I say mother, I mean, it could be direct mother, but I feel a mother around you. It could also be an older woman that's in the family, somebody like that. So let's just see who pops in. I'll give you some.
Okay. It could be my great-grandmother.
Okay. Okay, there's somebody else popping in as well. There's a baby that's holding a toy that stands before me. Would you know of any child that's in spirit, please? Your little sister, okay. Because she popped right in front of the grandma. She's the one that really wants to talk to you more than anyone else. She is a very spiritual person. She says, like you in many ways. Now, would you agree that you're a spiritual person? Okay, that you pray every night, because she says praying every night. Would you pray every night? Do you pray?
Yes.
Okay. She asked you to take care of yourself the way you used to try to take care of her when she was little. So I guess she's younger than you. Is that correct, love? Loves you very, very much. There's something about dark hair. Somebody in the family has very dark hair. It looks like I'm trying to understand what that's all about. I'm going to have to put, unless she wants to, understand why I see a man with dark hair whose back is facing me and I can't see his face. But I'm going to ask him to step Okay? Unless he wants
Okay.
to, unless he wants to say something or make some sense of all of this. She says that this doesn't make any sense. She was a little older than you when she passed away, but that doesn't. So sometimes we have a little dyslexia from spirit, or I do. They say just the opposite. So she might have meant she was just a little younger. Way I don't know, but she is your younger sister. You said, right?
Correct.
And she is a little. Is she just a little younger than you?
By a lot.
By a lot. Okay. I don't know what that means, and that's a very strange thing. But let me just see if I can clear it up. She's asking you for forgiveness. Life. That you gave her something, you didn't know what it was, and that it would have hurt you or hurt her or hurt some kind of clear on the message. You gave her something when she was little that didn't do well by her. It upset her. Remember anything like that, please, Kayla?
Not that I can remember.
That's fine, honey. You gave her. It was a drug to make her feel better, but it didn't help her. Did she have to take any kind of medicine?
No, she was only ever in the hospital when she was still here.
She was what?
When she was still here, she died before she even came home. She was only a couple months old.
There's something about medicine that didn't agree with her. Do you know the cause?
It was probably something that she was given in the hospital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda, or maybe a lot of sadness about her passing, and maybe your mother or something. If it had only been done differently, or she'd been given this or been given that. So she's asking everybody to forgive themselves. Okay, that's what the message is. Okay, because there was she actually says that people, maybe your mother or something, the medicine didn't agree with her, it didn't work, or whatever it is that she was given did not agree with her, is what she said. The medicine upset her stomach and did not agree with her. And she's actually saying that in part the cause of her passing of complications in treatment. So I don't know if you know that or not, but that's what she's saying.
She passed away from her last surgery. She ended up getting MRSA.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So whatever it was, she couldn't get better. Now MRSA's a very devastating thing. So a lot given this, or she hadn't been given that, maybe she wouldn't have gotten MRSA. So there's a lot of that going round and round and round and round. Kayla, you're an excellent subject. I mean, for me to work with for mediumship. I believe your sister's just trying to let everyone know she's okay, and woulda, coulda, shouldas, and forgive. Everybody needs to forgive themselves. It was meant to be.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, that's a beautiful connection there. Have anybody else who wrote in? Couldn't get Kathy. We couldn't get the person from. So I am now going to go to Amy, and then I will go to Nathaniel, and then I will go to Penny if she's still there. If not, I understand. Just see if I can get the phone number. Amy is the first.
Wow, it's you. I can't wait to speak with you.
Um, that's her voicemail. I'm going to try Nathaniel, see if he's still there. Okay. Everybody, forgive me for sniffling in your face.
Hello.
Hi, Nathaniel. Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi. Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. Okay, so to get through to you, do you have a question this evening, or what did you want Spirit to do for you, honey?
Is Drew, anybody really close, got a message?
All right, well, let's see what we got. Mother is more strong. She's stronger than the other souls. Now, I've brought her in a number of times, and I've said, I'm trying to, now, I've said that I always saw red hair with Mother. Is it your mother?
Right.
Okay. And today she cares to show her hair is long and flowing today. I wore it like that on Earth, but she's got beautiful, long, flowing red hair. And I actually see her face very clearly. Straight nose. She's looking 3/4 in front of me, like as if she's posing. She has beautiful lips, high cheekbones, soft white. Very pretty woman, actually, very beautiful woman, at least the way that she appears today. Now, if she didn't look like that towards the end of her life, that's fine, but showing me this today. So I can't really I mean, unless you can remember her that way. Do you have any pictures of her that way? Like
Well, she died when she was 50, so she really didn't age that much, so she was just always beautiful.
Okay. Now, it's a funny thing, because I know she was a musician, and I know that's where you get your musicality from, in part at least. She's doing something interesting today. I don't know if she's making a joke or if this is literal, but she actually has a harp. A harp. Did she ever play a harp, literally? Or is she just trying to show herself in spirit?
I think she's showing off a little bit. I don't know. She played piano a lot, and maybe several. I don't know if she really played harp.
Okay. So she loves you. Okay, so let's go to the personal message. She loves you very much, of course. A little more evidence is coming in. Would you know of a stomach or something in the stomach area that would have affected her health, please? Is that where she, like cancer or something?
Cancer.
But do you know what kind of cancer, honey?
Lung cancer and esophagus.
Oh, okay, because I see her. I know she had cancer because we already identified that before, but now she shows me her abdomen and her stomach were problematic as well. Very bloated.
It might have went on to the stomach as well, you know.
Oh.
Once it gets on, it starts spreading everywhere, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, let's just take it. You know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's fine. Okay, so let's move on. I'm trying to see if there's to give me. She's saying your mother has a sense of humor, okay? Flabby in your belly.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I know that.
And she says, you know what I mean. She says, you're eating a little bit more than you used to eat. I guess you're trying to get well again. She says, no worries. I guess that's why she was showing me stomach area. About you and your stomach and your abdomen, all the things going on with you health-wise. You've gotten a little flabby in your belly. She says, you'll get over all this issue. By the way, everybody, he has had colon cancer, and he's on his recovery, right, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I talked to the doctor today. Just we're putting everything on pause for another 10 days till I can talk to him again and improve my financial assistance with it. So I'm really trying, you know, he's saying 70% chance or so any more chemo or anything, and then it's 85, you can move it up to like maybe 85%. But I've only considered
egging them on, you know, to get off work more, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and so I wanted to get well, and chemotherapy was much, but he's offering like to give me like pills now.
Okay.
And another 10 days to see, you know, I talked to him Thursday, a week from Thursday, to see what goes on. If
So-
they approve financial assistance.
Okay, wonderful. Well, good luck with that financial assistance, but your mother's just is giving you a message about your stomach and that you have a little bit of fleshiness there and that you're on your road to recovery. And look at the money. Yeah, you're going to get the assistance, so not to worry. Okay?
Okay.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot, Laura.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to try Penny, see if we get her left because I told her that I wasn't going to take her early in the show. I look tired, everybody. I kind of am tonight. Got a little bit of sniffles.
Hello?
Hey, Penny, how you doing? It's Laura.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Yeah, I guess you just left after I said I was going to put you all towards the end of the show, but actually, now, if that's okay.
Yes, that's fine. Great.
All right. So you're live. You know, people can. This is a public thing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And you wanted me to make an other side connection for you.
Yeah.
I can't bring, I just want to remind you, you have to be open to who does come through, right? You remember that?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. All right, wonderful. Let me just see who wants to come through for Penny. I don't believe you're going to be really happy with this one because I think once before I made this connection and you didn't want that. But were you on good terms with your mother?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah, because the first thing I get is mother. I mean, I know your mother's in spirit. I know your father's in spirit. I know your ex-husband or somebody that's your ex. Oh, there might have been. No, okay. All right. Well, there's a mother here. It could be a grandma. It could be a mother. Let me see if there's.
I see her birth date all over the place on the clocks and whatnot, you know.
Oh, that's fine, love.
So I think she's here. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to see who else is around, and we'll see what we can pull in. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, there is a person that's on the other side for you that prays for you every day, and you know, not just as well your father. And I know that you had a very close bond with your father. You had said that to me. I said in the past. So let me just see who wants to pop in.
Your memory is off the charts.
There's just certain things I remember and a lot of things I don't remember. But your mother is wanting to come in more than anyone else right now to heal. A lot of healing needed around this situation. I'm sorry to have to say this to you. I don't want to upset you, but let me. Well, let's see. And you know, if I'm not accurate, it makes it even worse. In other words, I'm talking about something you don't want to talk about, and if I'm not accurate, but let's.
Anything.
All right. Oh, I'm getting a pain on my temple in the right side of my head. Pain. Did anybody in your family or anybody you know die of some kind of hemorrhage near the temple?
I don't really know whether my father had a heart attack or a stroke or my.
I don't think it's to do with you. This is the second time I've had this today. I have to go to a doctor, have it checked out. Okay, let me just continue. Very spiritual person. Your mother seems to be, or a mother figure. It could be another. I was talking about being a very spiritual person. Looks a lot like you. I hear Granny or Annie or Annie. And I see hair, could be a grandma too, honey. So let's be open. It could be an aunt, you know. Beautiful, have dark hair, but the hair looks dyed a bit. It looks a little frizzy around the face. It's shorter than the last time I saw you. Last time I saw you, you had bangs. His hair's a little bit kind of frizzy, maybe from hair color or something, a little bit like that. She's very slick. And I actually see her very clearly. She's kind of got an impishness to her, like she seems very petite and slender. Do you know anyone like that in your family, honey? As they come to mind, or even anybody you know?
You know, I don't for a second think that this was my best girlfriend Carol who passed, but her hair was thick and dark, so I can't think of it.
The hair's off, maybe, but maybe did you see her towards the end of her life, too?
No, she passed young.
Oh, okay. Do you know anyone with the name Annie or Anne?
Yeah, Anne was a friend of my mom.
Okay.
She had short, like grayish hair.
Okay, she didn't. That's not so. That doesn't necessarily have to be the woman I see, but the name when you know, that's just a validation. So we'll just put that on the side,
Yeah.
right? And so I do see this
Okay.
woman here. She's very petite. She's very slim. She's got. Now you have obviously would have grandmothers in the spirit realm. Do you know of your mother's mother? What she looked like?
Yeah, I knew my mother's mother, not my father's. My mother had kind of like strawberry blonde hair, and I don't know, it was done. I don't think it was frizzy or anything, but she wasn't slender or petite. No.
So,
I mean, she wasn't gigantic, but she was, you know.
yeah, that's fine. Well, I do see a woman who has dark hair, but it looks like it would have been dyed.
Oh, it could be my girlfriend Diane that I work with, and she passed her young also, and her hair was short and dark around her face, very thin. Yes.
Very thin. Okay.
Diane.
And she kind of, yeah, she's very petite
And then we
looking.
got Deanne.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Diane.
Diane, there you go. So here we have the Annie or whatever, Diane, and we've got person she says spiritual. Do you know if she was spiritual, honey, like you?
I think she was. I don't think I'm spiritual.
Okay, because she keeps saying spiritual. She says, I look a lot like you now in the spirit realm. Interesting comment. In other words, she appears to look like you in spirit realm. I wonder what she means. Maybe skin, you're a very beautiful woman, but I'll just leave that alone, okay? Now, do you know she ever had a son on Earth, honey? Because she has a son.
No, no children, never married. No.
Somehow a younger male or male to her. I feel that, so I will acknowledge it. Something else. And so maybe something you don't know, so we'll just leave it there, okay?
I mean, it's sounding like my girlfriend Carol, but doesn't have that kind of young son.
Okay, well,
We're best friends.
all right, well, let me continue and then we'll clear it up. Because all of a sudden I thought it was to Diane. Okay, so let's just see. Diane, I want you to talk to me just one soul at a time. Or somebody significant for, please. Somebody step forward with a significant message for Penny, please. If you don't want to say anything more other than just say, I'm here, that's okay. So Diane is showing me that she would have had a problem in her throat and or lung breathing area because she's coughing a lot. Do you know anything about how she transitioned, please?
I forgot what she had.
Okay. Well, you don't need to worry. Just make a note of it. Coughing, and that's what the problem was. That she would have had.
I'm gonna guess lupus. It took a long time.
And so she could have had other things too. She's showing me esophageal cancer. So she might have had lupus or esophageal cancer. So it may not be something you know, maybe something to validate later.
Yeah.
She looked terrible at the end of her life. what I mean? You saw her towards the end of her life. Did you see
No,
her?
I didn't. No, no.
You didn't see
I
her?
saw Carol. No.
So maybe we have a composite of the two. She couldn't swallow
I didn't
anything.
see that.
Was Carol having and her throat, please?
I don't know. She was in a coma and came out of the coma. She was very bad. She had cirrhosis of the liver.
She had cirrhosis. Okay. Did she have a tube to breathe or anything like that, love?
Not that I recall now.
All right. All right. Well, we're getting differing things. See which one wants to say what they say, and even if you don't recognize it, we will honor it, and maybe it's something that can be validated later. So, which one? I was working with Diane, so I'm going to go back to Diane. Diane, honey. She shut up now. She's not speaking anymore. I'll go to Carol.
I'm surprised my mother shut up. She would never shut up.
Did you, please?
My mother had lung cancer, but she wasn't on any breathing tube or anything like that. And
well, that because you couldn't identify the lung or throat thing. So now we have your mother is what I think we have. Did your mother have dark hair? Did your mother have dark hair, please?
Dyed. It was dyed silver, but it was gray. Yeah.
But it was.
Yes.
Okay. Did she have it? Was it a little frizzy or something towards the end of her life? Maybe around her face, a little disheveled. You don't remember?
It wasn't real long.
All right. So it's
They
around.
had their hair done, you know. No, they had their hair done, you know.
She had her hair done. Okay. Well, what I see is a woman that has a hair that was a little disheveled right now. It doesn't mean it always looked that way. It's just a snapshot. And it's on the shorter side. The hair, it was white underneath the hair or silver underneath the hair. So I'm just saying she has a dark undertone to hair that's faded a bit. How it is. Was your mother on the petite side, please?
No, not really.
Okay. So what we have is a composite of a few different souls. With that, I would like to make a firm ID on someone. I have some of your mother, I have some of the Diane, I have some of Carol, of anyone. So somebody's got to,
Wow.
yeah, it can happen like that. Let's see if anyone wants to step forward. Personal message, and then we'll be towards the end of the show.
I don't seem like anybody's talking to me.
No, they're all. We all love you very much. Okay, I don't want a group voice. We all love you very much. We all give you our love. Your mother. Okay. Did you say Carol who had the reddish hair? You said, did you say?
This woman in May who was petite and who did die, she was like a mother to me.
Oh, and she had red.
Red short hair, yeah.
All right. Well, all of a sudden I see a woman with red hair, and I hear, but all of a sudden a new person popped in, and she looks. When the image she's giving me of herself is not an old, like maybe she prefers to show herself young, or maybe has significance of being a little younger, but she's not old looking. In what she reminds me of a. My mind's like a sieve. Now I don't remember the things I need to remember, Penny. I'm trying to think of a famous actress, but I'll just say what she looks like. She's wearing lipstick in this image. She has a bit on the chubbier side. She's carrying a little extra weight, and she has curly hair. Did she ever look like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and her name is May, you said?
Yeah, May.
Okay, so let's focus on her. Let's see if we can make a fire. We got the image. Have a broken heart, honey. Did she have a problem in her life emotionally?
Well, her daughter was a source of upset for her.
Okay. Because she says that she died, she means this metaphorically of a broken heart. She also says they left her maybe that would have meant her family or something. I don't know.
Well, they didn't live here. They didn't live here. She may have about me because she didn't want me to get divorced. She was weird. Shortly before she died, she said to me, "I told you not to get warned you."
Okay, but her family wasn't around here, so that's another thing that might have bothered her.
Yeah, her family was with her when she died. Her daughter was with her when she died. Yeah.
But towards the end of her life, did she have people around her?
Yeah, people who took care of her.
All right. Well, anyway, she says she died of a broken heart. She says you gave her more than she gave to you. You were always a very generous. She says, so she's really changing this a little bit, saying, he says, now you were the giver, I was the taker. And then she adds, I wouldn't accept things the way they were. You needed to make your decision, to make them for you. And that caused a lot of problem, between us, or strangled whatever connection, difference of opinion. She says, I love you now very, very much. I send you all my love, and I approve and give you acceptance of everything that you do. Please take care of yourself, my dear friend. You are a beautiful. I can't take anything away from you. I don't know what she means by I can't take anything away from you. Now we can interpret that a few different ways, but basically she's just giving you a message of love, rethinking her position towards you and what you did in your life. She loves you very much, Penny, and I hope that these messages, even though we're have been inspiring to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, we got a few things out tonight. God. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I look forward to working with you again in the near future. As long as Spirit directs me to do this, I'm not doing it in the future. We'll see what happens. But it's only for a good reason, not a bad reason. It has to do with manifesting my. Sending all big hugs. Ciao.